The key is to keep company only with people who uplift you, whose presence calls forth your best. Epictetus. Do you ever feel like a background character in the script of your own life? That gnawing sense that others always come first, leaving you to question your own significance in their stories. Today we delve deep into not just feeling valued, but mastering the Stoic art of becoming indispensable, a presence so compelling that you naturally rise to the top of everyone's priority list. We are not about transforming your core essence, but magnifying the remarkable qualities you already possess. Shed the cloak of obscurity and ready your notebook. We are about to reshape your narrative with 10 powerful Stoic rules. Are you ready? Let's embark on this Stoic journey to priority. Rule 1. The art of mystery. Mastering the art of being unforgettable to those around you often requires cultivating an air of mystery. This concept of mystery doesn't imply being secretive or concealing your true self. Instead, it involves a strategic, gradual revelation of who you are, much like a well-crafted story that unfolds chapter by chapter. This technique of slowly disclosing information about your dreams, thoughts, and life experiences sparks curiosity and keeps people eagerly anticipating learning more about you with each interaction. Consider how uninteresting a book would be if it revealed all its secrets in the first few pages. Similarly, when you meet someone new and they divulge everything about themselves at once, it leaves little room for discovery and intrigue as the relationship progresses. However, if they choose to share their stories and aspirations bit by bit, each encounter becomes a new chapter, rich with the promise of new insights and revelations. The Stoics, particularly philosophers like Marcus Aurelius, extolled the virtues of temperance, a measured way of revealing one's thoughts and feelings, ensuring that each piece of shared information is thoughtful and timely. Aurelius believed that the restraint shown in self-disclosure enhances the quality of social interactions. Similarly, Seneca, another Stoic philosopher, advised, "True happiness is to enjoy the present without anxious dependence upon the future," a notion that can be translated into how we share ourselves with others. By enjoying the current moment and not rushing to reveal all about our future aspirations or past experiences, we allow our stories to unfold naturally, deepening relationships in a more meaningful and engaging way. Embracing the art of mystery is not about creating a deceptive or elusive persona, but about understanding the value of your personal story. It is about recognizing that your life's narrative is precious, and that sharing it should be approached with care and strategic consideration, much like a skilled storyteller who knows the power of pacing and suspense. By choosing to reveal yourself in layers, you invite others into your life in a way that keeps them wanting to learn more. This approach to social interactions creates a magnetic appeal. People are naturally drawn to those who intrigue them and leave just enough to the imagination. It's comparable to the pleasure of reading a captivating book. You find yourself eager to turn the page to discover what comes next. By practicing the art of mystery, you transform into that intriguing book with others looking forward to every new revelation in the unfolding chapters of your life story. In our current age, where oversharing is common and digital platforms encourage us to disclose extensive personal information swiftly, the choice to selectively reveal aspects of your life can distinguish you as someone memorable and engaging. This measured approach to personal interactions makes you not just another acquaintance but a priority in the lives of those around you. Each thoughtful revelation enhances your presence in their minds, fostering a relationship that is both awaited and cherished. By practicing the art of mystery, you transform into that intriguing book with others looking forward to every new revelation in the unfolding chapters of your life story. In our current age, where oversharing is common and digital platforms encourage us to disclose extensive personal information swiftly, the choice to selectively reveal aspects of your life can distinguish you as someone memorable and engaging. This measured approach to personal interactions makes you not just another acquaintance but a priority in the lives of those around you. Each thoughtful revelation enhances your presence in their minds, fostering a relationship that is both awaited and cherished. Rule 2. Show your value. To truly excel in making yourself indispensable in the eyes of those around you, you need to perfect the art of showcasing your intrinsic value. This doesn't mean resorting to boastful behavior or pretending to be someone other than your genuine self. Instead, it's about revealing your unique and vital presence, demonstrating that you bring something special to every interaction. Imagine everyday items that we often take for granted because they are always within reach. Contrast this with items that are scarce and require significant effort to obtain. We invariably hold these rare items in high regard due to their scarcity. This principle is central to becoming perceived as a rare and valuable treasure in someone's life. By living in a manner that illustrates a deep respect and appreciation for yourself, you encourage others to recognize and respect your worth as well. Marcus Aurelius, a revered Stoic philosopher, encapsulated this idea when he stated, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." This profound insight directs us to concentrate on what we can control: our actions, our beliefs, and our strengths. When you know your worth and do not rely on others for validation, you naturally become more compelling and attractive to others. Seneca, another Stoic philosopher, also offers wisdom about the value of time, which directly reflects our self-worth. He observed, "It is not that we have a short time to live, but that we waste a lot of it. By deliberately choosing not to squander your time on people who do not value you, you send a clear message that your time is precious." This approach doesn't advocate for arrogance or aloofness. Instead, it suggests that you should engage deeply with individuals who respect and value your time and energy. Furthermore, Epictetus, another esteemed Stoic, highlighted the importance of self-reliance, a crucial element in personal and professional relationships. This philosophy teaches us not to seek approval or validation from others, but to find it within ourselves. When you are self-reliant and exude confidence, people are naturally drawn to see you as someone of great value. In practice, this rule is about living with dignity, self-respect, and confidence. It's about recognizing your worth and fearlessly displaying it in a modest yet assertive manner. When you respect yourself, establish healthy boundaries, and relentlessly pursue your own goals, you do more than nurture your personal growth. You also attract the respect and attention of others. They begin to see you not just as another individual, but as someone important and worthy of their time and investment. Consider this scenario. You've just started a new job where everyone is skilled and eager to stand out. By adhering to this rule and consistently bringing your best self to work, respecting your time, and engaging earnestly with your tasks and peers, how might this shift in demeanor influence how others view you? Reflect on this question. In what ways are you ensuring that your actions and presence contribute unmistakable value to your interactions and relationships? Understanding and applying this rule can profoundly influence how you prioritize your activities and, consequently, how others prioritize their relationship with you. Rule 3. Create your own happiness. Absolutely, let's dive deeper into the enriching concept of creating your own happiness through the Stoic lens, a philosophical approach that can profoundly alter your interactions and how you are prioritized by others. Imagine starting each day knowing that the key to your happiness lies within your own hands. This is the essence of our third rule in embracing Stoicism, to elevate your importance in the lives of others. It's not about feigning joy or presenting a facade of contentment. It's about a genuine, heartfelt journey to discover what truly brings you happiness and passionately pursuing it. Marcus Aurelius, the renowned Stoic philosopher, once said, "The happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts." Reflect on this powerful idea for a moment. Your personal joy is not dependent on external validation or the fluctuating circumstances around you, but it is deeply rooted in the thoughts you nurture. How liberating is it to realize that the pathway to your happiness is paved by your own mindset and attitudes? This insight leads us to consider how often we externalize the source of our happiness. Are you giving others the power to determine your happiness? Seneca, a wise Stoic voice, believed that real happiness does not come from outside oneself. He argued that the essence of true happiness is the ability to be at peace with oneself, enjoying the present moment without a restless dependency on the future. Think about the sheer freedom and tranquility that comes from this approach, savoring life's simple joys as they unfold, detached from the pursuit of external affirmations. Epictetus, another pillar of Stoic thought, emphasized control over our internal rather than external lives. He advised, "Seek not the good in external things. Seek it in yourselves." This powerful guidance urges us to focus on cultivating personal virtues and happiness from within, rather than relying on external circumstances or the approval of others. How can we apply this Stoic wisdom practically? It involves actively engaging in activities that spark your passion, nurturing relationships that bring positivity into your life, and conscientiously taking care of your physical and mental well-being. It's about creating a life that not only satisfies you but also makes you resilient and independent of others' presence or approval. When you reach a state of genuine contentment with who you are and the life you lead, your need for external validation naturally diminishes. Instead, you offer a complete, joyous self to others, not as someone seeking fulfillment, but as one who enriches. This naturally attractive state makes you someone others genuinely want to be around, not out of necessity, but because of the pure positive energy you exude. Ultimately, mastering the art of creating your own happiness is about more than just enjoying the present or maintaining a positive mindset. It involves constructing a vibrant inner life that radiates outwardly. This not only transforms how you feel about yourself, but also changes how others perceive and prioritize you. How will you start to take control of your happiness today, shaping a life that not only fulfills but also inspires those around you? Rule 4. Be valuable and let others invest in you. In the whirlwind of contemporary society where relationships ebb and flow with rapid transitions, the endeavor to be valued and prioritized by others often appears as a daunting challenge. Yet Stoicism, an ancient philosophy rooted in the wisdom of the ages, provides timeless insights that can guide us in such pursuits. Rule 4. Be valuable and let others invest in you shines as a guiding light for those navigating the intricate dynamics of personal and professional interactions. Recognizing one's intrinsic worth is akin to seeing oneself as a rare gem among ordinary stones. Epictetus, a Stoic philosopher, captured this essence when he stated, "No great thing is created suddenly." This wisdom holds true not only in the creation of tangible artifacts, but also in the formation of deep, lasting human connections. Relationships that endure and provide mutual benefit are cultivated over time, requiring patience, consistent effort, and a two-way investment. Like a sculptor who dedicates hours to perfecting his craft, we too must invest time and mindful energy into our relationships, allowing them to mature and flourish. When others invest their time and energy in us, it is a reflection of our perceived value. Marcus Aurelius, another pillar of Stoic thought, emphasized the significance of self-perception in how others view us. He taught, "Very little is needed to make a happy life. It is all within yourself, in your way of thinking." By nurturing a strong sense of self and projecting confidence, we influence how others perceive and value us, drawing respect and admiration naturally. Seneca, echoing the sentiment, highlighted the importance of self-value, remarking, "We suffer more often in imagination than in reality. The apprehension that others might not recognize our worth is often a mere shadow, an unfounded fear that dissolves upon closer inspection." Focusing on personal development, enhancing our knowledge, taking care of our health, and fostering emotional resilience helps illuminate our value in the eyes of others. They begin to see us not merely as acquaintances, but as essential, irreplaceable individuals in their life stories. To live a life that reflects your value entails engaging in activities that expand your intellectual and practical skills, maintaining your physical, emotional, and mental health, and building a life that fills you with pride and draws others towards you. Allowing others to invest in you means not just accepting their time and effort, but inviting them to partake in something truly valuable and lasting. By embodying the principles you hold dear and allowing others to contribute to your journey, you create deeper, more meaningful connections. This Stoic principle encourages not merely being a priority in the lives of others through demand, but becoming so through earned respect and mutual appreciation. Ultimately, embracing this rule is about understanding your worth, consistently seeking self-improvement, and cultivating meaningful interactions that are based on mutual respect and collective growth. This not only helps in becoming a priority in the lives of others, it is also a fundamental strategy for leading a life that is both fulfilling and respected. Rule 5. Live your own life. Living a fulfilling life on your own terms is the cornerstone of becoming a priority in the lives of others. This involves a steadfast commitment to your personal independence, zealously pursuing interests and setting goals that resonate with your deepest values and desires. This pursuit is not about seeking external validation or happiness, but rather about crafting a rich, self-sufficient life that aligns with your principles. Reflect on the wisdom of Marcus Aurelius, the sagacious Stoic emperor, who once declared, "He who lives in harmony with himself lives in harmony with the universe." His words highlight the profound truth that personal alignment fosters a broader universal resonance. When you're truly content in your own life, filled with activities that ignite your passion and goals that propel you forward each day, you naturally exude an aura of completeness and self-sufficiency. This quality is incredibly attractive to others. They are drawn not to someone who seems needy or dependent, but to someone who brings intrinsic value and joy into their lives by virtue of their own contentment. Seneca, a revered Stoic philosopher, echoes this sentiment in his advice, "If you wish to be loved, love." This wisdom teaches us that by cultivating love and contentment within ourselves first, we set the stage to attract genuine affection and interest from others. It is crucial to concentrate on the aspects of your life that are within your control, your decisions, your endeavors, and how you respond to life's inevitable challenges. Consider the profound words of Epictetus. We are disturbed not by what happens to us, but by our thoughts about what happens. This philosophy should guide you as you build a life that is not overly reliant on the approval or perceptions of others, but is instead rooted in your own achievements and happiness. Take, for example, the story of Alex, a contemporary entrepreneur whose journey in launching a startup was met with significant obstacles and skepticism. Rather than seeking approval or validation from others, Alex focused relentlessly on his personal growth and his vision for the business. His resilience and independence eventually paid off, leading his company to substantial success. This independence and self-contentment made him a magnet for investors and partners who admired his resolve and autonomy. Why do you think individuals are more inclined to gravitate towards those who are self-sufficient? Reflect on this question as you engage in activities that enrich your personal life, whether it's advancing in your career, indulging in hobbies, or spending quality time with friends and family who support and energize you. Ultimately, leading a life that is abundant in personal satisfaction not only increases your desirability in social circles, but also enhances your overall quality of life, making each day more fulfilling. End each day by asking yourself, how did I enrich my life today? This reflective practice will help you maintain a focus on personal growth and ensure that you are living a life that is not only admirable, but also profoundly satisfying. By living this way, you don't just become someone others want to be around. You become someone they feel is essential to include in their own lives. This transformation doesn't merely increase your social desirability, it enriches your entire existence and elevates your everyday experiences to something truly worthwhile. Rule 6. Prioritize your own needs. In our journey through Stoic philosophy, let us focus attentively on a crucial principle: prioritize your own needs. This rule is not only a cornerstone in Stoic thought, but also essential in shaping how others perceive and prioritize us in their lives. It is rooted deeply in the wisdom that self-care and attending to one's personal needs are not acts of selfishness, but rather necessary steps for fostering self-respect and inner strength. Consider how you engage with yourself on a daily basis. Do you honor your physical, emotional, and mental needs? Do you set aside time to nurture your passions and ensure your well-being? It's worth pondering these questions in light of Marcus Aurelius's powerful insights. This revered Stoic philosopher once stated, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." His words are a clarion call for us to embrace the control we have over our self-care and to cultivate a robust inner life. When we prioritize our own needs, we radiate a compelling blend of confidence and self-worth, making us naturally attractive to others. People are drawn to those who exhibit self-respect and who articulate their boundaries and needs effectively. The philosophy of prioritizing oneself extends beyond mere self-care. It involves fostering a balanced life where your well-being is central. Seneca, another luminary in the Stoic tradition, emphasized that our ultimate happiness stems from within. He warned against relying too heavily on external sources for emotional support or validation, advocating instead for a strong foundation of self-reliance and independence. He taught that true contentment and peace are achieved when we find fulfillment within ourselves, which he considered essential for living a balanced and harmonious life. How then can we integrate this Stoic wisdom into our everyday experiences? It starts with establishing and respecting personal boundaries that honor our individual needs and time. Epictetus, a sage in the Stoic lineage, illuminates this path with his teaching. We cannot choose our external circumstances, but we can always choose how we respond to them. In terms of self-prioritization, this wisdom translates into taking active responsibility for our own happiness and fulfillment, rather than waiting for others to make us feel complete. In practical terms, prioritizing yourself means making choices that positively impact your well-being. This might involve saying no when something doesn't align with your values, dedicating time to hobbies and activities that rejuvenate your spirit, or simply allowing yourself moments of rest and reflection. Each decision to nurture your own life not only enhances your personal happiness, but also sets a standard for how others treat you. By showing that you value and care for yourself, you teach others to value and respect you in the same manner. Now, let me pose a question to you. How will you begin to prioritize your needs today? What boundaries will you establish to protect and nurture your well-being? Engaging with these questions isn't just about self-improvement. It's about transforming your life in accordance with Stoic principles, leading to a more fulfilling and respected existence. By valuing yourself, you encourage those around you to acknowledge your worth, creating a life that attracts positivity and respect naturally. Rule 7. Value your time and presence. Have you ever noticed how certain individuals capture the attention of a room as soon as they step in, drawing respect and interest almost without effort? This magnetic presence isn't just about charisma. It stems from a deep-seated respect for their own time and presence, guided by Stoic principles that can profoundly shift not only self-perception, but also how others perceive and value you. In today's fast-paced world, where our calendars are perpetually overflowing with obligations and invitations, grasping the importance of one's own time and presence becomes not just beneficial, but essential for leading a meaningful life. This insight goes beyond mere self-help advice. It is a critical element of living a life that is truly enriched and purposeful. Marcus Aurelius, an eminent figure in Stoic philosophy, starkly warned us against presuming we have an abundance of time, famously stating, "Do not act as if you had 1,000 years to live." His poignant words remind us that our time on this earth is not just limited but exceedingly valuable, and thus, it should be used with thoughtful deliberation and intent. To value your time is to acknowledge that your focus and attention are precious commodities, not to be lightly given away. When you deliberately cultivate a life rich with personal interests, duties, and responsibilities, the moments you choose to share with others become significant and cherished gifts. This philosophy is not rooted in arrogance. It is founded on genuine self-regard. Seneca, another Stoic philosopher, sharply articulated this when he said, "It is not that we have a short time to live, but that we waste a lot of it." His words urge us to scrutinize not just the quantity, but the quality of our engagements, prompting a thoughtful assessment of how we allocate our most finite resource, time. By being selective about how and with whom you spend your time, you communicate that your presence is not to be taken for granted, but is something that is earned and valued. This doesn't mean you become unreachable, but rather that you engage with purpose and intention. Epictetus, another sage in the Stoic tradition, emphasized the importance of concentrating our efforts on what we can control, specifically, our actions, choices, and how we manage our time. Putting this philosophy into practice means not automatically acquiescing to every request or invitation that comes your way. It calls for a prioritization of your own needs and schedule, making thoughtful choices that reflect your personal values and long-term goals. It's about finding a balanced approach that respects your time as well as others, ensuring you don't consistently put yourself last. Ultimately, valuing your time and presence is about recognizing and asserting your intrinsic worth through the careful and judicious management of your time. This not only serves to enrich your own life but also enhances how you are perceived by others, thus making you a priority in a world that incessantly demands your attention. This stance, rooted in Stoic wisdom, is not merely applicable, but essential for anyone seeking to live a life of depth and meaning in today's relentless rush. As we maneuver through the complexities and challenges of contemporary life, let us cling to the notion that honoring our time is the ultimate expression of self-respect. By doing so, we instruct others on the importance of valuing us, not merely for what we can offer them, but for our intrinsic worth as individuals. Rule 8. Balance in initiating communication. In the realm of interpersonal dynamics, the 8th rule for becoming a top priority in the lives of others centers on a balanced approach to initiating communication. It's about recognizing the significance of not always being the initiator in conversations and plans. By allowing space for others to step forward, you not only demonstrate that you value your own time and interests, but also invite them to express their interest and appreciation for you. This balance is crucial as it fosters a mutual respect and interest that can deepen relationships. Reflecting on the wisdom of Marcus Aurelius, who once remarked, "The art of living is more like wrestling than dancing," we see that relationships, much like life, require effort, adaptability, and a readiness to sometimes follow rather than lead. This insight underscores the importance of letting interactions flow naturally, without forcing every step. Seneca, another Stoic luminary, echoes this sentiment with his teachings on self-reliance and the dangers of placing one's happiness entirely in someone else's hands. By not always initiating contact, you affirm that your well-being does not hinge solely on others, which paradoxically makes you more attractive and valued in their eyes. Consider the modern-day scenario of Alex, who always texted first, planned gatherings, and reached out to check on friends. Over time, Alex felt a growing sense of imbalance and underappreciation. Deciding to apply this Stoic rule, Alex consciously stepped back to focus more on personal projects and interests. This shift not only revitalized Alex's own passion for life, but also led friends to initiate more conversations and express genuine interest in being part of Alex's life. This experience highlights how giving space can enrich relationships. Epictetus, reinforcing this theme, advised, "We have 2 ears and 1 mouth so that we can listen twice as much as we speak." In the context of our rule, this wisdom suggests the significance of listening and allowing room in communication, rather than incessantly filling every silence with our own words or actions. The challenge here is to maintain a balance between speaking and listening, initiating and waiting, which is essential for any healthy and reciprocal relationship. How often do you find yourself reaching out first? Could stepping back occasionally enrich your interactions? Remember, this is not about playing games or keeping score. It's about nurturing a healthy dynamic where both parties feel equally invested. To encapsulate, balancing how you initiate communication showcases respect for your own time while giving others the space to demonstrate their interest and commitment to you. Such equilibrium not only enhances the individuality and independence of all involved, but also ensures that the relationship remains mutually beneficial and fulfilling. This balance, in essence, helps secure your place as a priority in the lives of others, making each connection more meaningful and robust. Rule 9. Maintain emotional balance. In your journey through life and relationships, becoming a priority to others hinges significantly on one pivotal rule: maintaining emotional balance. This wisdom, deeply embedded in Stoic philosophy, teaches us the art of managing our emotional investments in a way that honors both self-respect and mutual respect in our connections. Imagine walking a tightrope where your emotions are poised with precision, neither swaying too far into detachment nor tipping into overbearing attachment. This balance is crucial not only for your inner harmony, but also for cultivating healthy, resilient relationships. Consider the sage advice of Marcus Aurelius, a beacon of Stoic thought, who advised, "The best revenge is to be unlike him who performed the injustice." Applied to emotional balance, this counsel guides us to respond to life's trials with measured wisdom rather than impulsive reactions. Such a stance prevents us from mirroring the shortcomings of others, instead fostering a demeanor of calm rationality in all our interactions. How often have you found yourself reacting in the heat of the moment, only to regret it later? Can you see the power in choosing a thoughtful response over a reactive one? Seneca, another towering figure in Stoicism, aptly noted, "He suffers more than necessary who suffers before it is necessary." This insight warns against the premature emotional burdens we often place on ourselves within relationships. It asks us to ponder why we allow unfounded worries and hypothetical anxieties to disturb our peace before any real trouble has arisen. Have you ever worried about a relationship's outcome far before any signs of trouble? What if instead you allowed things to unfold naturally, without the weight of undue emotional investment? Epictetus, with his pragmatic stoicism, taught us, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." Reflect on this in the context of emotional balance. While you can't control the actions or feelings of others, you absolutely command your reactions and the depth of your emotional involvement. This philosophy doesn't push us toward emotional coldness. Rather, it advocates for a deliberate approach where we maintain a healthy emotional distance as we assess the mutual dedication and respect in our relationships. In practical terms, embracing the Stoic rule involves a conscious effort to moderate how swiftly and intensely we engage emotionally with others. It's about prioritizing a slow and steady understanding over hurried emotional entanglement. This method not only shields you from potential emotional turmoil, but also enhances your allure, as it demonstrates that you value yourself and the emotional quality of your relationships. Ultimately, mastering emotional balance is about wisely stewarding your emotional resources. It encourages us not to dive headlong into deep emotional waters, but to let these connections deepen organically. By adopting such a balanced approach, you not only safeguard your emotional well-being, but also increase your likelihood of becoming a priority in someone's life. How will you apply these Stoic principles to your next relationship or strengthen your current bonds? Rule 10. Be willing to walk away. In the comprehensive exploration of Stoic principles, a fundamental rule stands out for its profound significance in the realm of personal interactions and self-respect. Be willing to walk away. This pivotal rule underscores the importance of recognizing and upholding one's self-worth in the face of relationships and situations that fail to value or respect one's contributions and presence. Adhering to this principle involves embracing the bravery required to disengage from any relationships or circumstances that do not honor your inherent value. It acts as a powerful declaration of self-respect and is a crucial step towards ensuring that others treat you as a priority. The wisdom of Stoic philosophy, particularly through the insights of Marcus Aurelius, reinforces this notion. He eloquently taught, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." This profound statement highlights that the ability to walk away from negative situations originates internally and does not depend on external approval or circumstances. The Stoic approach to handling interactions with others emphasizes that while we cannot control how others behave towards us, we can control our responses to such behavior. Seneca, another esteemed Stoic philosopher, deepens this perspective by stating, "As is a tale, so is life. Not how long it is, but how good it is what matters." This wisdom is especially pertinent when evaluating the quality of our relationships. It suggests that staying in a toxic or unfulfilling relationship for the sake of companionship diminishes the overall quality of our life story. Moreover, Epictetus, known for his teachings on the freedom of choice and personal responsibility, advised, "Only the educated are free." In this context, being educated extends beyond traditional learning to include a comprehensive understanding of one's own value and the expectation of respectful, healthy relationships. This type of education equips an individual to recognize when a relationship is becoming detrimental or disrespectful, and empowers them with the self-respect needed to exit, rather than settling for less than they deserve. Implementing this rule involves setting firm boundaries within your relationships and adhering to them consistently. It necessitates the recognition of when a relationship becomes exploitative or disrespectful, and summoning the strength to step away, thus affirming your self-worth. Making such a decision, although challenging, is a powerful affirmation of your intrinsic value. In conclusion, the willingness to walk away is about more than just ending relationships. It's about understanding and asserting your worth within them. It is about ensuring that your participation in any relationship is valued and prioritized, affirming that you are deserving of respect and consideration. This rule, deeply embedded in ancient Stoic philosophy, remains incredibly relevant in modern times as it guides us to navigate our social interactions with dignity, ensuring that these interactions enhance rather than diminish our well-being. Through this Stoic lens, we learn that life isn't merely about enduring challenges, but about flourishing by making choices that respect our deepest values and our inherent dignity. As we conclude today's exploration of Stoic principles, I encourage you to not just listen, but actively integrate these 10 Stoic rules into your daily life. Each rule offers a path to not only becoming a priority in the eyes of others, but more importantly, in your own view. Remember, you have the power to sculpt your life's narrative and prioritize your growth and happiness. Consider how you can apply today's lessons to enhance your personal and professional relationships. What changes will you make to affirm your worth? How will these Stoic principles help you navigate the challenges you face? I'd love to hear about your experiences and insights. Share your thoughts in the comments below, and let's continue this conversation. Together, we can support each other in our journey toward becoming the best versions of ourselves. Thank you for joining me today on Stoic in Your Life. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already, and tap the notification bell so you don't miss any of our future discussions. Until next time, embrace your role as the protagonist of your story and keep striving towards a life filled with purpose and serenity. See you in the next video.